Well, hello, boys and girls. It's been quite a while since I last talked to you because I was doing something really stupid during expansion week. I was moving. Yeah, that was brilliant. Not my idea, promise you that. So I missed out on a whole bunch of great video stuff I could have did as I balanced rum o'clocks and nap o'clocks and Nutella baths and everything with the moving, and it didn't balance well. Let me tell you that right now. There was far too much of the moving and far too little of the rum o'clocks, Nutella baths, and nap o'clocks. And I am going to have to catch up on that for the next little while. But while doing so, I'm going to find time to continue with this fine programming. So here we are, my NHL Pearls of Wisdom. If you want, I did do a couple videos leading up to expansion for the Toronto Maple Leafs and Nashville Predators, Pittsburgh Penguins. Check it out on my NHL Pearls of Wisdom. Make sure you subscribe, boys and girls. Okay, well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start doing my draft projections. I'm going to do a top 15 because most people don't pay attention past the top 15 anyways, honestly. I could go do the whole thing, but I'm not going to bore you with details past 15. However, if you wish to hear what my picks are past 15, if you're a prospect type person, feel free to go to my Steve's NHL POW on the Twitter there, and we can discuss those all day long. Unless, of course, I'm napping or in my Nutella bath. Okay, let's go. In this draft, this is a particularly odd draft where any of these guys can go in so many different places. I've seen some of these guys all over the board. Some of the guys I'm picking here, I've seen not even out in the first round. It is a difficult draft this year. It's not as deep as what most people say. As far as like exceptional talent, it's not very deep. However, there's a lot of NHL players, and really picking 15 was difficult. I had to do a lot of meditation, and there was some serious Nutella bath stuff going on as I got focused and got my chakras aligned to be able to provide you with this fine service. All right, here we go. Number 15, I am going to go with, and I'm reading over here because I have all my papers all over the place. It's been something. I've actually prepared for this sort of. Except for I might not say the names right. Juuso Välimäki. I'm taking Juuso Välimäki. I think he's going, a lot of people are projecting him a lot lower than I am. I even want to project him higher, actually, but he has some things he still needs to work at. There is some iffiness about his. He's a good two-way player, but he's not dynamic at anything. However, I think he's going to progress very well. He has progressed well, and up until now, it's probably going to be on the slow side though. But at a number 15 pick, this is an excellent pick, boys and girls. That's who. For my number 14, I'm going to try to keep this short because people give me shit for going too long on these things. And I'm going to do the top 5 right now. Number 14 is Timothy Liljegren. And actually, I want to put him higher as well. But he had a rough year. He had mono, and mono can take the crap out of you. And he didn't come back well. His stock dropped incredibly. Some people, I've even seen him have him out of the first round, which I think is ridiculous. If I'm in this area here, I'm going to have a hard time not rolling the dice with this guy because he's incredibly talented. He showed immense talent. There's a lot of people that have compared him when he was at his really peak from what he is as a young kid to Carlson, and there is that type of talent in there, it seems. So he's a high risk, high reward type pick, and I'm probably going to kick myself for putting him this low. Number 13, I'm going to go with Elias Pettersson. He's a very slight guy. He's got a good he's good height and everything, but he's very slight, and he's got all the talent in the world. But from what we've seen, he's mostly been a perimeter player. The guy who was a lot like this when he came into the league and was drafted a lot lower was Zetterberg. And gosh, you know what? This guy's got the kind of talent that could put him in that capacity. But however, you see a lot more players like his stature that end up just being a perimeter player and not really making it huge in the NHL or ending up in Europe in a few years. So it's kind of a roll the dice, high risk, high reward. I'm not a risk guy. That's why I have him kind of low in the 13th position. I've seen him as high as number 6, seen him high as number even 5. So it shows you what people are, how much it's fluctuating on the board for this year's draft. What was that, 13? Number 12. My number 12, I'm going to go with Martin Necas. Martin Necas, he reminds me a lot of I'm trying to think, he's a very offensive forward, but he plays a good defensive game, but it's sneaky good. You think more of his offense than you do his defense. Maybe like a Stepan or something like that. I could see him being something of that nature. He's probably the safer bet of the ones that I've gone with. He almost certainly will play. It's just a question of whether his talent level is going to put him in a third line capacity, if he's going to get the points to put him in the top 6. I don't think, like there's a lot of people that believe that he's going to have to play in the top 6 to play in the league. I don't. I see a really good defensive player here. Bottom line. So number 11, I'm going with Nick Suzuki, and I really kind of want to put him higher as well. The thing that's holding him back a bit is his skating. There's a lot of people that have him better than Tippett. He's got the head for the game, though. That's the thing that makes me wonder if he should be higher than where I'm putting him. But skating can be a problem in this league. If he doesn't improve his skating, he could be just a 4th line guy. But if his skating really improves a lot, he could be as high as a 2nd. Anyways, boys and girls, watch out for my next 10 for the top 10. There's my first 5. I'm more or less doing this for bragging rights. I don't know how many people are going to watch it, but I hope you do. And if you have, lots of love to you. By the way, stay well lubed. Jaime's Body Lube. It's the best. There, I said it.